years ago, in the beautiful city of Calabar, there lived a handsome man whose name was Ubong. Ubong was a businessman who was doing very well for himself. His business was doing so well, but Ubong had a problem. He was 32 years old and still unmarried, and his mother was beginning to lose her patience as she wanted to carry her grandchildren. One day, after church, his mother called him aside. Ubong, your mates are already carrying their third child, and you are here, only James Bond. Eh? When will you bring a wife to this house? When will I carry my grandchildren? Eh? His mother would say, Mama, I will marry. I will find the right woman and I will be married. Don't worry, Ubong said, adjusting his gold wristwatch. The right woman. Here. The right woman. Think how many years? Do you think you are 17 or do you think you are 18 years old? You are growing old. Do you want to marry? What are you even looking for? Are you looking for Beyonce? What are you even looking for in a woman? Every time you will say you are looking for the right woman. The right woman. For how many years now? That is the same line you've been telling me, his mother would say. But Ubong was very particular. He had a list. A mental checklist that no woman seemed to have passed. The women his mother brought were either too short or too tall. And the one his friends would introduce him to were either too fat or too thin, or he would say one was laughing too loud, or he would say one was too quiet. And there was another girl whose name was Ngozi. He thought she was perfect until she opened her mouth and he discovered that she had an Igbo intonation. Immediately, Ubong said no, he cannot marry her, and that was how his chances with Ngozi ended. And whenever him and his friend Emeka would sit at their usual spot at Mr. Big, Emeka would shake his head sadly. Omo guy, I no even know wetin you dey look for woman. E be like say you dey find robot o, because the kind woman wey you want, they never born her. They never even think of to born her. All the ladies we've been introducing you to, there is none that suits your taste. Now what for this your taste o? Emeka would say. I just know what I want. Is that a sin? Is it now a sin to know what you want? Ubong would say, sipping his drink. My brother, what I am telling you is that what you want does not exist. What you want in a woman does not even exist. Because even the most beautiful woman in the world, she has her own problems. She has flaws. But you just want a perfect woman. And she does not exist. Ability say now only you get spec. Everybody gets spec. But something go do the spec at some point. But you go accept them like that. Well, you, I don't know what you want again, no. His friend will say. But Ubong was not moved. He was determined to continue his search for the right woman. Then one day, at his cousin's wedding reception, Ubong saw her. Her name was Igara. Igara walked into the wedding reception hall wearing a beautiful lace, and immediately Ubong saw her. His heart did something it had never done before. It skipped a beat, not even a small beat, a full proper beat. He did not even know that he kept his mouth hanging open. It was when his friend tapped him and said, "Oh boy, close your mouth before fly will enter your mouth." Then he realized that he had been looking at Igara. Jesus is Lord, Ubong whispered. Igara was his perfect spec. Her skin color was so beautiful, smooth and glowing. Her eyes were large and bright, and her shape was perfect, the way Ubong wanted his woman to look. He then turned to his friend. Abeg, you know who that babe be? Ubong asked. I don't know how. But you better go shoot your shot. Go shoot your shot because men wey dey this wedding, they plenty o. If you no go, Another man go just snatch am now. His friend would say. Dem no dey tell person twice, Ubong would say, and adjusted his babariga and walked up to Idara. Hello, excuse me, Ubong said to Idara. Idara turned and looked up. She was even more beautiful up close. Yes, her voice was very soft and sweet. Hi, sorry to disturb you. My name is Ubong. The groom is my cousin, Ubong said. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Idara. The bride is my friend from the university, she replied. Wow, Idara, that is such a beautiful name, Ubong said. Oh, thank you, she smiled, and Ubong nearly forgot his rehearsed line. He talked for the rest of the reception, and Ubong found out that she was a lawyer, which made him happy. She was also well spoken. She laughed at his jokes. He found out that she did not drink alcohol, and she attended church regularly. This one will sweet his mother, Ubong thought to himself. And by the end of the night, Ubong had collected her phone number and was already planning their traditional marriage in his head. Over the next 3 months, Ubong and Idara started dating with the intention of getting married. He called her every morning and every night. He sent her flowers on Wednesday for just no reason. He took her to the best restaurants in Calabar and bought her gifts regularly. Idara, for the best part, seemed perfect. She was very intelligent, funny and kind. She did not complain or ask him for money every 5 minutes like some of the women Ubong had earlier dated. She respected him and listened when he talked. She even liked watching football, which made Ubong very happy. One day, Ubong said to his friend, Omo my guy, this is the one oh. This is the one I've been waiting for. Maybe I told you that I will find her. I will find her. Just patience. Patience, I'm telling you, I found my wife. Ubong will say. Have you introduced her to your mother yet? His friend will ask. Not yet. But very soon. Very soon I will introduce her to my mom. My mom will like her because she goes to church she does not even miss weekday service. She goes to church regularly on Sunday, and weekday service she's always there. She's even teaching in the Sunday school. Ha! My mother will like that one. Go. Ubong will say. But have you spoken to her about marriage? Has she agreed to marry you yet? His friend would ask. We are getting there, but I can feel it, my guy. She will agree once I pop the question like this. I'm very sure she will agree. Ubong will say. Everything was going perfect until one day, Idara called him and asked if she could spend a weekend at his house. I want to see where you live, Since we've been dating, I don't even know where you live. I want to see where you live, It's one kind that we've been dating for how many months now, and I've not even seen where you live, Idara would say. Ubong panicked, not because his house was dirty. He had a cleaner who came to the house to clean, but he was not sure if it was appropriate. What would his mother say? They were not yet legally married. What would his pastor say? But then again, Ubong thought they were both adults and they were already discussing marriage. So surely it was fine. Okay, you can come this weekend, Ubong would tell her. And that Friday evening, Idara arrived to his house, carrying a small bag and a bright smile. Ubong had prepared everything. He bought new bedsheets for the guest room and prepared the bed. He stocked his fridge with her favorite drinks and bought fresh flowers for the living room. Oh, your house looks very lovely, Idara said, looking around. Stop making me blush, Stop making me blush. Just make yourself at home, Ubong would say. And so they settled down to eat dinner, jollof rice and fried chicken from Kilimanjaro restaurant. They were watching a Nollywood movie together, and then suddenly NEPA struck and everywhere was dark. Now why I wait for this NEPA? They do not even know when to take light, Ubong would say, standing up to go and turn on the gen. Immediately, Idara stood up too. Let me help you and on the gen, Idara would say. No, on the gen. Please, please, please. Stay at home. Just rest. Let me go and on the gen. Besides, it's a very big gen. How can you possibly on the gen? Please, just sit here. I'll be back soon, Ubong replied. But Idara refused. She followed him outside to the generator house. And inside was a big gen that would often take 2 hefty men time to on. Immediately, Idara bent down and put on the gen herself. Obong stood there, his mouth open in surprise. We can go back inside, Idara said, dusting her hands and standing up from owning the gen. Wait, you just started that gen with one hand? Ubong would say. Yes now, is there a problem? What happened? Idara would ask. No problem. I did not just know you were that strong, Ubong would say, and Idara would laugh. My father used to make me help him with these things when I was growing up. I'm used to it, she would say, and they went back inside. The lights were on, everything was fine, but Ubong's mind was no longer fine. He kept replaying the image of Idara yanking the generator cord like it was a piece of toy. Later that morning, Ubong woke up to go to the kitchen to take a bottle of water, as it was his routine every morning. And then, through the kitchen window, he could see Idara outside, fetching water and carrying the 2 25-liter jerry cans in one hand each, walking from the backyard tap as if they were empty plastic bags. Ubong's eyes widened. Those jerry cans were heavy, like very heavy. He usually even dragged them across the floor because lifting them was too much work. But here was Idara, carrying them like they were feathers. Ha! Ubong stood, surprised, watching through the window. It was as if he was dreaming. This was the woman of his dreams now. She was beautiful, intelligent, just the type he wanted. But how was she even stronger than 3 men combined? Ubong would think. The next morning brought even more surprises as Ubong woke up to find Idara standing on a ladder in the sitting room, doing something with the ceiling fan. Idara, what are you doing? He asked. Oh, good morning, my love. I noticed the fan was making some awkward noise yesterday. I now said let me check it, and it seems like the bearing needs some oil change. But I am on it, Idara would say. How did you know it needed some? What did you even call it? How did you know that? Ubong would ask. I told you now. My father trained us well. I know these things. And when I heard the sound yesterday, I just made a mental note that I would check it this morning, she said, while climbing down the ladder. All done. I fixed it. She switched on the fan, and it was working perfectly. There was no more squeaking sound from the ceiling fan. Wait, so you fixed my ceiling fan? Ubong would ask. Yes, now. Is there a problem with that? Before I forget, please, do you have a screwdriver anywhere? I've looked for it. I could not see it. I need to fix the bedroom door. I was also hearing a sound that I do not really like. So let me check the door too, Idara would say. No, bedroom door, okay. The bedroom door is fine, Ubong would say. Are you sure? I don't like the sound of that door. It should just take me 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, and I'll be done with the door. I've looked around the whole house. I could not find the screwdriver, Idara would reply him. No, don't worry. The door is very, very fine. It's very fine, Ubong would say. Later that afternoon, while Idara was making lunch, Ubang's phone rang. It was their neighbor, Mr. Charles. Ubang, please, I need your help. Can you come and hold this ladder for me? I need to change the bulb on the outside of my gate. Mr. Charles will say over the phone. Ah, Mr. Charles, I have a visitor today. Oh. Please, can it wait till tomorrow? Ubang would reply. Ah, the bulb has spoiled since last week, oh, and it is my security light outside. My security man is not around. I just need someone to help me hold the ladder, Mr. Charles would reply. And before Ubang could respond, Idaya appeared from the kitchen. Is there a problem? She would ask Ubang. Oh no, it is just my neighbor. He needs help with the lights on his gate. But don't worry, I already told him that I have a visitor, so he would sort it out himself. Ubang would say, no now, for the man to have called you, he really needs your help. Please, let's go and help him out. How will you tell him to go and sort it out by himself? Who is the visitor? Am I the visitor you are referring to? Please, let us go and help him, Idara would say, and they would go out to meet Mr. Charles by his gate. Hello, Mr. Charles. Sorry I could not come earlier. What did you say was the problem again? Ubang would ask. And Mr. Charles pointed to the ladder and the bulb at his gate, which was not functioning well anymore. Good afternoon, sir, Idara greeted him. Don't worry, I'll change it for you, Idara said. And before he knew it, she was already climbing the ladder. No. Don't worry, Ubang will climb and fix it, Mr. Charles said. No, it's no trouble at all. Before anyone could stop her, Idara had unscrewed the old bulb and screwed in the new one. The whole thing took less than 2 minutes. Mr. Charles stood there. His mouth was hanging open. Ubang was standing there as usual, like someone who had seen a ghost. My daughter, how is it that you can repair this so fast? Mr. Charles would ask Idara, and Idara would laugh as she climbed down. My father had 4 daughters, sir. He trained us so well like boys. He did not discriminate between which one was a boy and which one was a girl. He trained us to do everything and anything at all, Idara would say. Your father is a wise man, oh, Mr. Charles would say, and thank them for helping him. As they walked back to Ubang's house, Idara noticed that Ubang was unusually quiet. My love, what's wrong? You've been acting strange, Idara would ask him. Nothing is wrong, oh, nothing, Ubang would reply. Are you sure? You've been looking at me like I suddenly grew 2 heads or something, Idara would say. But Ubang would claim that nothing was wrong. Later that day, things got worse. Ubang was watching television when he heard a loud bang from outside. He looked outside and saw that his neighbor's car had broken down right in front of his gate, blocking the entrance. His neighbor was a young man called Reby. He was standing beside the car looking so frustrated. My car just broke down, I don't know what happened, and my phone is switched off. I can't even call my mechanic, he would say. What is the problem? Idara asked, coming outside to meet Ubang and Godwin. My engine just stopped, just like that, Godwin explained. Oh, let me check, Idara said, walking to the car to check it. Sister, do you know much about cars? Godwin would ask. I know a little bit about cars. Just go inside, try and start the engine, Idara would say. And Godwin got in and turned the key. Nothing happened. Idara bent closer. Her hands were moving expertly around the engine like a mechanic. She disconnected something and reconnected it, and then said, try again. This time, the engine roared back to life. Godwin was so happy. Sister, are you a mechanic? Godwin would ask. No, I just know small things about cars and all. Your battery terminal was loose, that's all, Idara would say. Thank you. Cause my mechanic, I do not even know how to start calling him now. Thank you. Godwin would thank them and drove away. Ubong stood there in complete shock. Idara just fixed a car with her bare hands. Ha! What kind of woman was this? And that night, while Idara had gone to sleep, Ubong could not sleep. He lay on his bed staring at the ceiling. His mind kept on replaying everything he had witnessed, from the generator to the jerry cans to the ceiling fan to the door of the bedroom to the ladder helping Mr. Charles, and now fixing a car. The next day was Sunday, and they both drove to church. But as they came to a junction, three armed robbers rushed them with guns to attack them. Ubong was so scared. They tried to turn back, but there was no way as the robbers blocked their front and back. And when they came out, Ubong was so scared. He fell on his knees and started begging for his life. Meanwhile, Ida quickly swung into action. She overpowered the armed robbers and took their weapons. Before you know it, the armed robbers were on the floor, begging Idara to please have mercy on them. Ubong was shocked at how strong Idara was. And throughout the church service, Ubong could not concentrate on what the pastor was preaching. He just kept on staring at Idara in disbelief. The next morning came with another surprise. Ubong woke up still confused. I met Idara in the kitchen making breakfast. She was making pancakes and egg, which smelled so delicious. She smiled at him when she saw him, but there was something on her cheeks. "Good morning, my love. Hope you slept well," Idara said. Yes, I did." What is this on your face?" Ubong said, trying to clean her face. "On my face? Oh, my dear, don't mind me, Jare. I was checking the switch in the kitchen this morning. The sockets were sparking this morning, so I had to open it up and check it. I just tightened the wires. It's safe now, but you should really call an electrician to check all the sockets in the house. I think some of them are not properly connected," Idara would say. And Ubong would stare at her in disbelief. Wait. You opened an electrical socket," Ubong would say. "Don't worry, baby. I off the main switch. I'm not that careless. But yes, after that, I now tightened the one in the kitchen. But like I said, you should call your electrician to check the other ones in the other rooms." She would say, and go back to her cooking. Ubong sat at the dining table in shock. He could not stop thinking about everything he had seen. The generator, the water, the ceiling, the car, armed robbers, and now electrical wiring. This is too much, Ubong would think to himself. "Idara, please, I want to ask you a question. Do you work out?" he would ask. "Work out? No, not really. I used to do some exercise at home, but not serious exercise like that, sha. Why are you asking?" Idara would reply. No reason. I was just asking. I just said, let me ask you," Ubong would say. And when Idara left, Emeka, Ubong's friend, came over that afternoon. As Ubong called him that he needed to talk to someone before his head would explode. "Omo guy, what my eyes have seen these past few days, my mouth cannot say it, Ubong said, pacing about the sitting room. "What happened? Did she refuse to marry you? Shebi you carry overconfidence dey talk say she will marry me. Wetin come sup now? What happened?" Emeka would ask. "No be even marriage no be marriage talk. This babe strong die. Omo, the girl is stronger than 3 men combined," Ubong would reply. "Which one be say she's stronger than 3 men combined? I don't understand. What are you talking about?" Emeka would ask. I mean she is stronger than both of us combined. Yes, our strength. Idara is stronger than both of us. In fact, what is both of us? 3 hefty men. Idara can beat them at once. No worry now, I go gist you. First day, she start with my big generator. This babe put on that generator with one hand. One hand, Emeka, as if that one was not enough. The next morning, I saw her carrying this big jerrycan wey dey my kitchen. She carried it like it was feather. Me sef, I no fit carry that jerrycan like that, but this babe carry the jerrycan, one for each hand. We were still talking about that one. She fixed my ceiling fan. Yes, she climbed that ladder and fixed my ceiling fan. Mr. Charles called me the other day to help him fix the bulb of his gate. She followed me and fixed it herself. Yes, we have not even gone far. Godwin's car broke down in front of the gate. This babe fixed the car one hand, like e no even waste time. Even Godwin sef shock. We still dey talk about that miracle. Kitchen wiring. She come do electrical fix o. She said the kitchen socket was sparking and she opened it and fixed it. Now it is working o. Then let me now put the icing on top of the cake. We were going to church the other day and were attacked by armed robbers. Omo, this babe beat those men wetin no good. Na armed robbers come dey beg us. Now tell me, which kind strength be that? Ubong said. Wait, back up. All this thing wey you dey talk. Which one be say armed robber? She beat armed robber. I don't understand, Emeka said. Okay, now you dey get the gist now. I say she threw them on the floor. You heard me tell you the gist. I no call you now because she beat those armed robbers blue black. Like they were literally the ones begging us to let them go that day. Ubong said. So why you come dey complain? She saved your life. She saved your life. So why are you complaining exactly? Omo, Ubong, you are a foolish man o. I mean, you are the most foolish person I've ever seen in this world. You finally find a woman wey get sense, wey fine, wey dey God fearing. She come dey strong now, you still dey complain. Wetin you want exactly? I don ask you before, what do you even want in a woman? Shey you want a woman that will faint immediately she see trouble? Abi, what do you even want sef? Let me tell you something. Half of the men in this Calabar, they will go on their knees begging God for this kind of opportunity wey you get. But you are here forming Superman. Why you no beat the armed robbers now? Why you no beat them as man wey you be? Emeka would say to Ubong. But then what will I be doing? If she can do all these things, wetin come be my use as a man? Ubong would say. Which one be say wetin be your use? Are you even listening to yourself? A woman who can help you with things is a blessing, not a curse. Do you know how much money she has saved you with the ceiling fan repair electrician wey you for call? She has saved you a lot of things, even your life. Armed robber for beat you, collect your money, your mind go dey. She even helped you, and you're here complaining. Besides, the fact that she can fight and fix things does not mean she doesn't need you. She needs you to love her, cherish her, provide for her emotionally and financially. She needs you to be her partner, her best friend, her supporter. All these things that she has are just extra bonus. See, women like these days scarce make I tell you. They are very, very scarce. Where you go see woman wey go on gem with one hand? If you by any means let this woman leave here, na me, I will come and personally beat you. I go beat you pass wetin those armed robbers suppose beat you that day, Emeka would say. But what will people say? What will people say when I tell them that my wife is stronger than 3 men combined? What will people say? Ubong would reply, hey, Jesus, who do this man this thing? The person wey do you this thing don die because what are you even saying? People? So you are still thinking about what people will say? Is it the same people that have been mocking you that you've not gotten married since how many years? Is the same people that you are thinking about? I don't tire for your case, Emeka would say. And Ubong would sit there in confusion. Emeka would continue. See, my friend, listen. That woman likes you. She likes you and she's a good woman. If you let her go because of this nonsense excuse wey you get, you will regret it. Me I will tell you the truth, you will regret it, Emeka would say. That night, Ubon did not sleep well. He kept thinking about Idara. He remembered her smile, her laughter, the way she listened when he talked, the way she prayed. But he would also remember the generator, the jerry can, the armed robbers, the electrical fixing that she did. What if his friends found out about all this? They would mock and laugh at him. And for 3 days, Ubang avoided Idara's call. She would call him and call him, send him text messages asking if everything was okay. But he would look at the phone and not reply at all. And on the 4th day, his mother showed up at his house unannounced. Mama, what are you doing here? Ubang asked, surprised. My friend, sit down. Sit down, his mother would say. And Ubang sat down. She continued. I heard that you finally found a woman. I heard that you found a good, beautiful woman. She is even a lawyer. His mother would say. Mama, who told you? Ubang would ask. Never mind who told me. Is it true? Is it true that you found a woman, but you want to use your hand and spoil everything? Ubang, what is even wrong with you, Seth? His mother would ask. Mama, she is so strong. Mama, she carried 2 jerry cans on her hand, like as if they were nothing. She even put on my big generator with one hand, Mama, one hand. Even I cannot own that generator with one hand. Ubang would say. Can you listen to yourself, Can you listen to the rubbish that is coming out of that your mouth, Ubang? She is too strong. So, what do you want her to be? Okay, you want her to be too weak, So your plan is to get married to her and start beating her as a weakling or what? What do you mean by she is too strong? See, let me tell you something. Before I married your father, people said, how could he marry me? Because I was too short. They said, how would he marry a short woman? And he himself, he was also not tall. He was short, I was short, and I will give birth to dwarfs. But my son, we were married for 40 years. I and your father stayed together until he passed away. Did I not give birth to children? Did I not give birth to children? See, people will talk. They will talk because they have mouth. So let them talk. Besides, a girl is strong. How is that now a problem? If she can own a generator with one hand, and so what? Is it not better that she can do that than for her to be sitting around waiting for you to do everything for her? Let me tell you, in this life, you will not find a perfect person, no. But if you find someone that loves you, respects you, and carry your matter on her head, you better hold her tight before another man will snatch her away from you. His mother stood up, adjusted her wrapper, and pointed at him. You have 1 week. 1 week to bring that girl to this house. If you do not, I will personally disown you. And with that, she walked out of the house, leaving Ubang looking in shock. That evening, Ubang finally called Idara. His heart was pounding. Hello, Idara said on the phone. Idara, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry and I've been acting strange. Please forgive me. Please, Idara, can we meet? There's something we need to talk about, Ubang said while on the phone. And so the next day, they met at their favorite restaurant. Idara was looking beautiful as usual. Ubang started. Idara, please, I need to be honest with you, Ubang said. About what? Replied Idara. When you came to my house that last weekend, I noticed something about you, Ubang said. What did you notice? Idara asked. You are very strong. You are very strong. You are a very strong woman. You have the power of 3 men. 3 hefty men combined in one, Ubang said. What? Wait, that was what got you scared? The fact that I am very strong? Idara asked. Idara, you do not understand. You started my generator with one hand. You carried those full jerrycan like it was nothing. Ah, I got scared though, and so many other things that you were doing in the house, it really got me scared, Oban would reply. And for a moment, Idara just stared at him, and then slowly she began to laugh. You got scared? Ha! You got scared because I was helping out? Idara would say. It is not funny, oh. It is not funny. Uban would reply. Ah, my love, it is funny. It is funny because I've been worried, thinking I did something wrong, thinking maybe I cooked something that you did not like or I said something that you did not like. I didn't know that the problem of this one was that I was carrying jerrycan. I have told you before that my father was an engineer. He had 4 daughters and no sons, so he trained us like boys. We learned to fix things, to carry things, to be independent. I'm not trying to be masculine or take your place as a man. I just know how to fix things and I don't think that should be a problem, Idara would say. It is not a problem, just that I have never met a woman that is like you. And I have said that I have been stupid. In fact, my friend Emeka called me foolish. You will not imagine that my mother almost disowned me. And they are right. I've been looking for the perfect woman all my life. When I found you, instead of me to focus on the good things, I started looking for problems where there were none, Uban would say. So what are you saying? Idara asked. Uban reached across the table and took her hand. I am saying that I do not care if you like carry a trailer on your head. If you like uproot a tree with your bare hand. You are the woman I want to marry. If you will still have me, then I would ask, please marry me, Idara. Uban would say, smiling. Are you really asking me to marry you? Idara would ask. Uban nodded his head, and Idara screamed, yes, yes, I'll marry you. Everyone in the restaurant was so happy for them. They could not hear enough of, she said yes, she said yes. Ubong stood up and pulled Idara and hugged her tightly. Then Idara whispered in his ear, but let me warn you, if you ever annoy me, I will carry you and throw you outside. Idara whispered. Ubong pulled back in shock. What? What did you just say? Ubong would ask. And Idara would burst out laughing. I'm just joking, please. Don't be scared, Idara would say. 6 months later, Ubong and Idara got married at a beautiful ceremony in Calabar. The wedding was the talk of the town. Idara wore a beautiful white dress that made her look like an angel. During the reception, when it was time to cut the cake, Ubong reached for the knife. But the cake was one of those big tall cakes that needed serious strength to cut through. Ubong struggled, sweat was even breaking out from his forehead. The knife was not going through. People were watching. This was so embarrassing for Ubong. Immediately, Idara gently took the knife from his hand, smiled at him, and cut through the cake with so much ease. Everyone in the hall started to laugh. Emeka, who was the best man, shouted from the high table, my guy don't marry superwoman, oh, he said while laughing. Even Ubong's mother was laughing. Ubong looked at his new wife, at her beautiful smile, at the joy in her eyes, and he realized something important. He had been looking for the perfect woman all his life. But perfection wasn't about someone having no flaws. It was about finding someone whose strengths complemented your weaknesses. Someone who made you better. Someone who could cut through a stubborn wedding cake even when you could not. He leaned over and whispered in Idara's ear, I love you, baby, he said. And Idara whispered back, I love you too. And don't worry, I will always help you carry the heavy things, she said, smiling. That is what I am afraid of, oh, Ubong joked, and they both burst out laughing. Later that night, as they drove to their hotel for their honeymoon, Ubon thought about all the years he had wasted being picky, looking for someone who did not exist. He thought about all the women he had rejected for the silliest reason. And he thanked God that he had finally learned the important lesson that sometimes the person you need is not the person you think you want. Sometimes the perfect match is the one who surprises you, who challenges you, and yes, occasionally carries your generator with one hand. As for Idara, she was just happy to have found a man who appreciated her for exactly who she was, even with her strength, and they lived happily ever after.
Hi, story lovers. Thank you so much for watching our story to the end. Please share the moral lessons that you learned from the story with us in the comment section. And please, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please engage with us in the comment section, like our videos, drop a comment, and please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. It's completely free. And do not forget to share with all your friends and all your loved ones. It means so much to us. So now, till I see you in our next story, bye-bye.